scrappy friends, welcome back to my channel. Things have been really quiet around here. I was having some computer issues in the end of 2022 and I now have a new computer and I'm hoping I can get some of these older videos up and edited and put on my channel. So today we're working with the November Journals for Life kit. Now I did record this video back in November, but like I was saying, didn't get it edited. So for this particular notebook, I decided to do a travel notebook with a trip that we had taken to Chicago. So because it's a travel album, I wanted to do things in chronological order. And what that means is that some of the pre-printed papers are not going to work with the particular stories that I had in mind. And so you saw me a little earlier cutting a piece of white paper to approximately 4.5 by 8.25 to cover the black side of the Traveler's Notebook page. Now right here on this large photo that I printed of the Chicago River, I sewed a heart embellishment with white thread to the top just to give it some interest and some color. I then took the Weekend Warrior stamp and the phrase "loving this" and stamped it on the picture with Stays on ink so it wouldn't smear. So now this page on the right, if you can look really close, you can see some white stitching on the white paper. Now I did that because I just wanted to tie both pages together, and it's a very subtle embellishment or decoration on this right side of the page, but I think having the stitching on both sides gives it a nice touch. Now, I sometimes feel guilty when I do this and cover up a really nice printed piece of paper. The black page had some white lamps on it, and I had thought about maybe using that for a day that we had some pictures of us hanging out with the grandparents at the house. But unfortunately, just because of the chronological aspect to the album, it wasn't going to work out. And so what I did is I just covered it up because lamps aren't going to really go with my picture of going into the city. And that's okay because there's so many other great embellishments and papers that I use for this spread in different ways. So I took the add-on die for the Traveler's Notebook flip page die, and inside are these two pockets, or it's a die, and I made these two pockets out of this die. It was from the extra paper that comes in the kit. I thought the plaid paper with the blue stripes in there worked really well with the blue in my pictures. And I positioned them, I just double checked to position them so my tags that I'm going to put into these pockets would fit without bumping up against either the top edge of the notebook or to the other pocket. So you saw that I pulled out the tag die. Now I didn't want to actually cut these pre-printed tags into the die shape because these tags are longer than the die shape, but I did want the angular top to make it look more like a traditional tag. So I took the die and I just used it as a template to cut off the corners of the pre-printed cards. And I think it's just a reminder that we can use some of our tools in non-conventional ways, and they don't have to be used in just the traditional way that they are intended. So here I am just continuing to angle the corners of my pictures and punch some holes so I can put some twine in there later. And I end up getting, I think, maybe 2 or 3 tags per pocket. Now I had a lot of pictures of us going to the city, but some of them were just not the best quality. I didn't necessarily need to blow them up. So printing them into a 2-inch by 3-inch tag shape worked perfect. I can put those pictures in my album, but because they're not the greatest composition, they don't take up a lot of space. I just found a variety of twine from my stash. I was picking out which colors would look best. I end up going with a neutral color and this teal color because it goes with the papers and the pictures in the spread. And it just takes me a little bit of time to tie all of the ribbon or twine onto my tags, and I do that for each one. And just making sure they all fit and that I like how the twine looks. It's really fun in a notebook to have threads or ribbons or twine sticking out from the top. I just love how that makes it look so full and festive and just really fun. So when I finish cutting all of the twine for the top pocket and those tags, when you close it, you will see some of the twine sticking out of the top, which is fun. So basically, for the most part, this spread is done. I am finishing up the small touches. As far as embellishing, I am done with just doing the pockets and the stitch heart. I am going to finish journaling on the tag that says Dear Reader. And I'm just going to talk about our trip into the city and what we did. I will hopefully have more of this travel album up on my channel in the next few weeks, and you can see how the whole thing comes together. If you have any questions or comments about this spread and how it came together, feel free to leave those in the comment section below, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye now.